Dorian seems surprised to see you here again.
You're back. I imagine by this time you've met Winifred and Beau. Well, let's not wait for the grass to grow. Get a move on. She's the hot one in the corner.
The game console turns on. Team 17, Sassy Chap Games, Moonsurgence, Resurgence. Here you are once again, back where you started, with your beautiful companion urging you to make a decision. She looks at you just the same way she did the last time, with a strange familiarity, but still not quite recognizing who you truly are.
You're here. I didn't think you'd make it back. Which way do you want to go? Of course we've met. We've been about 17 hours into this quest line. No. I would definitely remember something like that. I've got quest updates and relationship statuses in my Statadex anyway. And I don't see anything about an actual connection we've had aside from mission partners in here. All right. I'm familiar with the trope, okay? When I was little, I thought up a secret password that only a time traveler would be able to tell me. The password for me is Lincolnberries. Just give that to me next time you see me, and I promise I'll believe whatever crap you hash at me. Now let's get back to blasting. Oh, you just equipped my Zauer rifle, which means that you're thinking of unloading a whole lot of Zaker charges on these scroufs out here. What are we gonna do? Bizorg! Eat Zaker, worm! 88 charges later, that's a whole lot of scrouf carcasses. Nice haul. That ought to teach Celine and her goons. We're near the compound of the Upholders. They'll have assassin class Upholders, as well as surveillance class. We'll have to sneak our way in, and probably start dispatching them with utmost violence. You up for it? You're right. I'll put on my +5 shadow suit. It'll help us get through the sensors in there. Upholder tech is nasty. I found an entrance on the dark side. Should be an easy way in if we just follow the marker on the map.
After a short walk, you find yourself standing in front of a bullet-ridden metal door, way out in the middle of the cold, grey landscape.
This is the entrance I've never seen anyone use. With my chalk-picking skills, we'll have this open in no time.
Luna picks the lock, allowing you to peer inside. You can see hallways filled with shining electronic doors off into the distance.
Here we go. Upholder Central inside. I'm seeing Grunt class upholders, who shouldn't be too bad. There will be Surveillance Class 2, which can sound the alarm. Just knowing that isn't enough to help. They've got ultra tech that renders them invisible to all senses. Can't believe that's our fate. How do you suggest we do this? Yeah, makes sense. With the shadow suit, there's no way they'll hear us coming.
Using all your available grace and patience, you and Luna slowly make your way down the corridors.
Close behind me, Yael.
You drift past both grunt and surveillance upholders with ease.
Good choice on the stealth. I usually prefer the part where we... There you are. Oh no! Assassin!
From your stealthy vantage point, you can get a vague sense of what's happening. A vast laser juts out from some sort of holographic human from down the end of the corridor. The light engulfs Luna and renders her immobile. Bravely, you take Luna's frozen body and crash through the remainder of the hallway. Once she is removed from the power of the strange weapon, she hangs limply in your arms for a moment, enjoying the ride. You run further through the maze-like compound and finally make it to an empty office.
Krah. We lost a lot of gear there in the tryst of battle, but at least we still have enough health to get us through to the end. We're getting close. You wanna press on, or should we take a crafting break? We have a chance to use what's left in our inventory to make something that will help us in the final battle. All right, we can craft something really special using this workbench. This thing can take anything we've got and transform it into anything we don't. Yael, I gotta say, you think I'm spoots or something? We're still in the same timeline where I told you that. That's not gonna convince me of anything. Okay, let's get started with... Got it. And then? Got it. And then? Got it. And then? All right. I don't think that's... But there's no reason to lose hope. It's pretty globular, which is always good for defense. The wood gives nice heft, raising our attack. The scrouf skin makes anything look... We've got an amazing new piece of armor from this. That'll help us in the battle ahead.
You and Luna make your way through the final threshold and stop right before the entrance.
Oh no. There it is. The horror of it all.
The way opens up into a large regolith cavern. Mining constructs mingle with moon rocks as the terminus of the station is reached. But perched high on the crane next to a large glowing blue crack in the regolith was a well-outfitted spacer who looked just like Luna.
You came just in time for the festivities to begin. Celine Moonrise, prepare to die! Luna, you'll never take Crescentia's power. Yes! Oh, what's wrong with me?
The glowing crack seems to swell.
Eat charge, bitch!
The blue deposit of moonrock erupts, and from the crack, a monstrous creature bursts forth.
Crescentia! Go! Ah! Take this!
Luna throws an elemental grenade that blasts Crescentia's scaly hide. Thanks to your crafting, Luna is able to withstand the mighty force of Crescentia's power. The battle is fierce, but ultimately Crescentia and Celine fall to the ground, presumably dead.
Wow! Did that without even a single save. Great job, Yael. I couldn't have done it without you. I'm glad. I think this is fun too. I'd love to be friends with you. Even though it can be dangerous out there in Novaya Moskva, having a real friend by your side means you keep your KD ratio way down. Well, come back anytime and let's play again.
Oh.
Hey, you're back! That was fast. Any news on Davy? Were you able to check out that lead from Telly? Not much, just that they were chasing Davy out of Connie's cords not long after Hoof saw him in the laundry. About as well as you'd expect. I think the nerves are starting to get to all of us. If you wanted to stick around for a bit, I'm sure they'd really enjoy the company. Well, that makes two of us then. You can say hi to whoever you like. Don't let me stop you.
It all happened one rainy night, on the north side of Turkleman City. The tough side. I'd stayed late at the office because I had extra work to do before the holidays. Well, when I left, I was feeling a bit low, so I went out to a local bar. It's called the Banana Club. They make a mean Shirley Temple, heavy pour. Devastatingly potent? Yes. A recipe for disaster? I know! I shouldn't have indulged. I should have known better. But after I'd had about 7 of them, I went out for a stroll. I don't know where I was going. Just trekking the streets with my dog. Suddenly, I came upon a fine dining establishment called the Questionable Dandelion. They've got an incredible buffet. Lots of strange ingredients from all around the world. They're always trying new things. Like Diplodocus berries. And Jimson weed cupcakes. They also sell Excedrin by the pint, the headache medicine. Anyway, I ate my fill and went on my way. That's when things started to get weird. No! Not at all! It was Thursday. I was walking around, or sort of drifting, or rather, floating, or I guess you could say I was making my way about town. Aimlessly, you see? And what? Ah, yes, so you want me to continue. This was your meaning. Why, that's precisely what I'm telling you. Please don't. I can assure you, it isn't as much fun as it looks. And with 2 of us in the room, it might just start to get a little confusing. Please try to stay on track. Well, I came across an alley I had never noticed before. It was dark and had a rather threatening look about it. So naturally, I went down it. I wandered down the alley and came to a door lit by a red light. I opened it and found a long hall, at the end of which was a sort of booth. And in this booth was a fortune teller. She was wearing a fantastic red shirt, not unlike the one you're sporting. Although it could have easily been more of a chartreuse. I can't tell, I'm tone deaf. Yes, her name was Vagabonda the Sinclairius. She was wearing a fantastic red shirt, not unlike the one you're sporting. I'm sorry I keep harping on the shirt, but it was absolutely fantastic. She spread out a deck of strange cards and asked me to select one. They were business cards. I chose at random, and the card I picked turned out to be the Ace of Spades. The Ace of Spades is a bespoke shovel manufacturer based in Crumple, Michigan. The owner's name is Ace. He does great work. Vagabonda snatched the card back from me and said, "Not that one!" Turns out she had her rewards program on the back. 12 stamps and you get a free spade. We agree! Besides, she only had 2 stamps. So I snatched it back from her again, and we had a bit of a row, and I'm sorry. God damn, that is a nice shirt. Anyway, I guess that wasn't a very good start to our fortune-telling session. I think that's why she cursed me. Because right afterward, she said, "Martin, that wasn't a very good start to our fortune-telling session. I'm going to curse you because of it." And then she cursed me. She waved what looked like a magic wand. Although, to be honest, it could have easily been a bagel of some sort. And then said, "Martin, I doom you now to become a detestable object. I transform you thusly, so that you may go home and think about what you've done." She wasn't above a bad pun. And then I became a sink. Now you find me as I am, trapped in this porcelain prison. All I want to do is return to my old life, to stroll the streets of Turkleman City once more, without a care in the world. Oh, how I long for it. Please, won't you help me? Sudsy and I would be oh so grateful if you could get to the bottom of what's going on here and return us to our proper forms. Will you? Oh, I'm fresh out of bits. Oh, I haven't been taking minutes on this meeting. Have you?
He stands there, silent and unmoving, until you finally leave.
Wow! I've not felt quite this elevated since... My God! Since I can remember! What a jape! What a rip-roaring ramble through daring, danger, death, and great deeds! Have you seen? Have you noticed? Shield your eyes if you must. I'm mobile!
A mass of cockroaches dressed as pirates and armed with cocktail swords materialize from seemingly nowhere, brandishing their weapons at you.
Indeed! My new friends here are really quite amenable and exceedingly well disciplined. All I need to do is issue the command and they muster en masse beneath my bottle and then we're off. You know, since we returned from our great expedition, I've been to the kitchen, the bathroom, and the foot of the stairs. I'm unstoppable! I'm a force! And when we do stop to drink rum and swap wild tales of our exploits, I find I quite enjoy their humor. I believe that as a species, they may have gotten a somewhat undeservedly poor reputation. They're quite funny. Oh, yes, quite. Quite, but they're funny. And after all, couldn't the same things be said about me? But enough of this tomfoolery. What brings you back to the foot of the ocean's own overthrow? I see you're still a waster of time. I'll bring you high to me when you could be bringing me adventure, or captives, or even a piece of jewelry, or a fascinating chicken who crossed your path, or a dagger. But no, you bring me high. I've decided that I do not hate you. I doubt we shall ever be close bosom companions, but I will not kill you. I may occasionally try to kill you, truth be told, but that is my nature. And in your case, I do not necessarily mean it as anything personal. As closely as I could approximate the concept of friendship, to be truthful, the word sticks in my throat like an overripe date. We are friends. Ask nothing of me, and don't push your luck with smiling or waving or trying to pat me on the shoulder or anything. But I do not hate you, and I will not kill you. Congratulations. There are very few beings on my list of do not hate, will not kill. And now, I'm off. Myself and my army, off to the horizon and beyond, in search of good violence and glory. Never thought to have a co-captain, but you'll do.